Hey guys, I said I was gonna do a haul of some of the things that I like use on an everyday basis. Well, I have two primers that I use. I had I went through a phase where I didn't have any primers, never used a primer, and I was watching YouTube videos. I do that a lot, and I saw how a lot of people use primers, and I'm just like, oh, that would be nice to get because I what I used to only use was just Maybelline's. Oh, I can't get it out of my box. Maybelline's liquid mousse, airbrush finish in oh lord, you can't see it, but in what was it, light porcelain ivory. I would just put this on, um, and then I would use wrong thing. I would use Bare Essentials. Their part of their powder foundation. Oh, excuse me. Um, and yeah, I would use their powder foundation if I can get it out. Yeah, just their powder foundation in a fairly light one end. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but my mom said it would be a good color for me because as you can tell, I'm quite fair. I did have when I used to go tanning last summer, like every single day I got tan. I obviously couldn't use a lighter one. I had medium tan. Yeah, so that's what I used to do. And then I went online to see. I did a lot of research on primers and which one would be good, what do people find the most useful, and stuff like that. And I went along with the same lines as I went with the Bare Essentials. I got, pretty sure everybody know, well not everybody, but a lot of people know about the Prime Time. Ugh, stupid, yeah, Prime Time. So I don't use the oil control one because I've read bad reviews and seen bad review videos on the oil control one because they say it was more oily. I'm not sure how that works out when it's supposed to help with oil. But I have just the foundation primer, and I love this stuff. It is more of a gel consistency than because I've actually tried other kinds. Now I have, but when I first got this, it was like my first one. But I've had some where it's gel, and it works a lot better, and it's super silky like this one. Then I've tried some that are very, very liquidy. Um, yeah, it's pretty liquidy. Like you put it on your hand a dot, like this, and it'll kind of start dripping. This one doesn't move. You can put a dot, play your hand around, whatever, and it doesn't move. And I really, really like this because I have extremely sensitive skin. I'm not sure if I do now because I found products that don't cause me to break out. But when I was younger, um, I I had to be super careful of what products I used for my face, like what lotion, what face wash. It took me a long time, and now I use Clean and Clear, but that's besides the point. So this Bare Essentials is very good at natural mineral stuff that does not affect your skin or doesn't cause you to break out. And I just find this works really, really well. And it's so I know there's like two different kind of primers, and I'm pretty sure this is the silica, I think, the kind that's more silky. I believe. I'll have to research that. I just know this works really well. So now I put this on, and then I put my liquid foundation, and then I put my powder over that, and I'm good to go. And it's not like it doesn't look caked on. What I also tried because this can be it's like $18 to $21 I've seen. I think the 21 is the oil control one, but this is like $18 to $21. And I was like, this is lasting me about 3-4 months of everyday use. Like I use it every day. And I'm running out. I need more, but I don't know if I'm gonna get this because I also bought Victoria's Secret VS Pro one. This is the one I was talking about. It was liquidy, and it's kind of shimmery. It has like purple shimmers in it. I'm not too sure about it. I've tried it a couple times. I'm just afraid that if I use it on a consistent basis, like every day, that it's gonna cause me to break out. If someone can help me with that because I'm really nervous about starting new products. I'm always nervous about starting new products because once I find stuff that doesn't cause me to break out, I'm terrified of trying other stuff because I don't want to break out because it took me a long time to not break out and it was rough in high school. But yeah, this stuff is good. It's more liquidy and it has less control. This has great control if you don't want a lot out. Really good control. You can just squeeze a little bit out. This one's a bit more harder to get just a little bit out. Like it kind of squirts everywhere. That sounds kind of wrong, but it does kind of, you know. Okay, I'm not gonna say that either because that also sounds wrong. But it's just not as, you can't control it as easily as you would with the prime time. So that's what I use just to prep my face. I don't really use eyeshadow anymore for the longest time. I don't even wear eyeliner, if you can tell. I'm right in front of my window, so it's really light. I just use mascara, which is something else I wanted to review. I've heard, there's a mascara I've tried a long time ago when it first came out, and I've seen many videos that had this and they loved it, and it's the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume mascara. I stopped using it a long time ago because I just didn't like the brush. Like, I liked more the real bristles, and I thought it was better for me, and I didn't like how huge and honking this brush is. I can show you, which you guys probably already know. But I mean, look at that. That's huge. It's just, I mean, it's good, because I obviously bought it now because I saw like good reviews on it again recently, and I'm like, why not? I want more volume because I have extremely long lashes as it is, and I don't really need a lengthening one. I need a volume one to make it look thicker. Since I don't wear eyeliner, I want it to kind of seem like I'm wearing eyeliner, even though it's kind of hard if you're not wearing eyeliner. But I wanted more volume, and so I decided to purchase this again. It was, I think it was 7 something, maybe 8, or close to 8. So yeah, it's not that bad. But like, I forgot her name, but I watched a video stream. She hates like high-end mascara. She likes like Walgreens, Walmart, drugstore brands better, and I agree. And so now I use it every day on my bottom and my top, and it gives me volume. It doesn't really clump. The bristles are pretty good. They rake through the lashes on a pretty good level. I don't like, the only thing, a couple of things I don't like about it is, well, now it's starting to clump because it's kind of sort of old, not old, but I've used it a lot. And the other thing I don't like is that when you try to get to your inner corner, it's really hard with this tip. I mean, it's just a thick tip. It doesn't really narrow much, and I just find it a little bit hard to get to the corners. But other than that, I really do like this mascara now. Like, I loved it like when I was younger and I like was a freshman in high school. Hated it for some reason, and now I love it again. So that's one mascara that I like. I also used, before I got that, is Maybelline's a Colossal Volume Express, and I liked it because it's another volumizing one. I liked it because of the brush, because this is the second biggest brush I've ever used. You can see that. It's pretty big. Not as big as the the Lash Blast, but, well, actually they're pretty similar. It's just that this one doesn't have as long a brush as the Lash Blast, and the Colossal does. And the Colossal looks like, is that just me, or does one side look like it has more? Okay, anyways. I like it because, I also like this because it's pigmented, really, really dark, and I am a really, really black mascara girl. I don't like browns, I don't like any other colors, I like extremely black, since I don't wear eyeliner. Well, I've always liked black mascara. But this one is pretty good. It does not have a rubberized tip, it's the real bristles, and that's what I originally wanted from it, and I was super happy about it. And I like it. I stopped using it because it started to as the mascaras again. I don't know why or this is normal, but as I get older, they just clump. It's not too bad, but it was starting to clump and it was starting to get annoying. And I'm just like, and it was slightly running out, so I just went out and went to Walmart because it's cheaper there than at Walgreens, and bought the Lash Blast and started using that. And stopped using this. I used it on one eye today, and I used it on the Lash Blast on the other, just to see if they actually pose any difference from each other. But they're not really that different from each other. They work the same way because they're both volumizing. Either one is okay. I'm not sure whichever one's cheaper. I guess I'm gonna get again. But I have a couple other mascaras that I use. Like this Falsies. I loved it for a while, and then it just started clumping and getting dry, and it wasn't. It was really dark, which is what I really liked about it. But it just started getting dry really fast, and it started clumping extremely fast. It didn't really look like you had false eyelashes when you wore it, to be honest. It's false advertisement, obviously. But I liked it. It didn't really, it separated my lashes, made them longer, and I pretty much liked it. One I would not recommend is the Turbo Volume Express by Maybelline. It's like the same as the Colossal. I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same thing, but the brush is it's weird. So yeah, those are my mascara reviews. I'll post more because I'm just getting started on making videos and stuff, and I'm trying to get a camera or a camcorder to have better quality, and I won't be in front of a window the next time I make a video because I realize it's too bright, and it may have been hard for you to see something. But until then, I will see you guys later.